Hello, everybody, and welcome, divers. We have ourselves another update today, and it is a pretty big one. And we're gonna go over all of that, but first, let's look
We
at the
have new
global
orders,
front.
Helldiver. The time has come to rid ourselves of the automaton irritant,
We're on a
once and
defense
for all.
campaign on Mevalon Creek. Oh, we knew that this was coming. And Uinea. But I've been fighting on Nom since the very start of the game, and it's gonna be so nice to finally see us take Mevalon Creek. Now, aside from that, right off the start, you can see at the very bottom left, we have an increased level cap already. I'm level 91. Pretty darn nice. Now, other than that, let's go ahead and get into the patch notes. Alright guys, and now our update is an absolute doozy. Just take a look at this as I scroll down. Oh yeah, we got an absolute lot. So, our update comes from Baskinator, one of our Discord community managers, and they posted our update showing one of the first things is we now have blizzards and sandstorms. Now, if you remember from last time, these were pretty much available right from the start, so keep an eye out. I most certainly will. I'm very excited to see these new environmental changes, and I hope that they continue to come because they're a nice way to shake up the gameplay. Now, in general, they said balance changes to missions, stratagems, weapons, enemies, and Helldivers, as well as general fixes and stability improvements. Always welcome, because I still get frequent crashes. Turning off crossplay does help for some of y'all who haven't done it yet. Just turn it on whenever you're ready to play with PlayStation players, or use the in-game invite system. Now, here we go. Here's that max level cap increase. Balance mission. So the cap was raised to 150. And for retrieve essential personnel, the evacuations, I'm assuming they've moved the enemy spawns further away from the objective to give us a better chance of defending the location. We also have to evacuate fewer civilians on higher difficulties, and they're changing the destroy command bunkers. You're now going to find it in difficulty 5 missions. Let's see. Now has more objective locations. The mission was too easy before compared to other missions, so they think it's too easy, ramping up the difficulty with more objective locations, I believe. Yeah. And also have the negative effect of operation modifiers. Oh, that's huge. So you guys know our modifiers. There are some that are the bane of our existence, like scramble. Don't get me started on scramble. I cannot stand scramble. But now here, they're saying that the ones that make it so that your drops take longer to call down, or the cooldowns whenever it doubles, you get like a 10-minute support weapon cooldown. They're having that cooldown, so that's a really good change because that's beyond the point. It just became tedious for many players. Now here's going to be the meat and our potatoes. Primary, secondary, and support weapons. We have changes coming through for the arc thrower. Fixed charging inconsistencies. It will now allow take excuse me, it will now always take 1 second to charge a shot. Wait, that's actually awesome. So if y'all don't know, y'all could charge the arc thrower and then fire your shot, and then every shot afterwards, you didn't need to charge it fully. You could just charge it part ways and you could fire it much faster. But they have a very significant nerf here. That's a range nerf from 50 meters down to 35. That's roughly half. Arc thrower increased stagger force. Okay, so I think they're giving this gun some identity is what they're doing. So far this gun has pretty crazy range for an electric arc thrower. So they're reducing it to 35, but they're increasing stagger on it and making it more consistent to fire and easier to use. Okay, we'll have to try it out. Guard Dog now restores full ammo from supply boxes. I think that they're talking about the one with bullets. I'm not sure. The actual assault rifle, the one with the Liberator. Anti-material rifle, damage increased by 30%. That's actually a lot. 30% flat out. Normally in like patches, you normally see nerfs and buffs by like 10-15%. And then that's enough to bring something into the meta. A full 30%. I don't think this gun is going to be absolutely groundbreaking because it's still gated between and like the whole ammo capacity thing. You do come with a few mags, but 30% damage on every single one of those bullets is definitely a major buff. I'd say give it a try. Breaker Incendiary damage per pellet increased from 15 per pellet to 20 per pellet. Wait, hold on. This might just make the breaker viable now. We're going to have to try it out. Breaker Incendiary pellet has been increased by 5 per bullet. Okay. And then fire damage per tick has been increased by 50% from all sources. And that is why it's going to be strong. Because we're not just talking about the Breaker Incendiary shotgun. We're talking about incendiary grenades. We're talking about napalm strikes. That fire tick damage from all sources is going to be increased by 50%. Fire is going to be absolutely lethal now. I wonder if this is going to work against us Helldivers, though. If that's going to turn against us. If we walk in a fire, we'll die instantly from that 50% increase. But that's huge. That might make the tick damage significantly more worth it, along with the damage here. Anyways, Dominator, increased damage from 200 to 300 and increased stagger. I saw a video on this and I've always had mixed feelings about the Dominator. It is a very strong weapon, but somebody said it's not a primary weapon in this sense. It's more of a support weapon. So if you bring like a stalwart or something like that, you can kind of balance out the balance out your loadout with having mob control and then using the Dominator to take out heavies. But 200 to 300, that gun is also explosive. This gun, along with the stagger, this thing is pretty much becoming a support weapon. If you don't mind the slow turning and handling, I'd say give it a try because this thing might just become a monster. So I'm looking at the Breaker Incendiary with like the Incendiary Grenade, which people already like. Pair that with a 50% increase. Yeah, we've got a pretty crazy patch right here. Now, I'm looking at the Slugger here. Reduce stagger. Oh no, so if y'all know me, I absolutely adore the Slugger. Slugger is one of my favorite guns. Reduce stagger. Reduce damage from 280 to 250. Reduce demolition force. I actually don't know what that is. Maybe that's your ability to destroy terrain, like small things. Fixed armor penetration tag in the menu. I think that they were just saying that this gun didn't show it had light armor penetrating. No, it does. Slugger, Liberator, Concussive, Center, Fixed Incorrect Armor Penetration tag. So I guess they all were missing it. And Diligence, Counter Sniper, we missed this one up here, boys. Diligence, Counter Sniper, Armor, increased armor penetration from light to medium. Oh, this is something we've been asking for a long time, y'all. We were saying that the snipers did not make sense to have light armor piercing. We get that the 50 caliber sniper, anti-material rifle, we understood that that's kind of the direction they wanted to go with snipers, but for them to take one and actually bring it to medium, I didn't think they were going to do it. They actually did. This is a wonderful change. We're going to have to see how many enemies the Diligence Counter Sniper can actually kill now with that medium armor penetrating, because not many weapons have that. And here we go. The day is upon us. The Spear. Increase the number of missiles you restore from supply boxes from 1 to 2, and heavy machine gun, the highest fire rate mode reduced from, oh, excuse me. It's for both of these. They also, for the recoilless, increase the number of rockets you restore from supply boxes from 2 to 3, and Spear 1 to 2. Wait, from 2 to 3. Guys, ammo is never really an issue now. if you commit to having a backpack slot, you're definitely getting rewarded on the ammo department because these weapons have already been good before, but now all they've done is make it so you have plentiful amounts of ammo. I use the spear right now. It's my main support weapon against the bots, and I never take it off. It is one of the best weapons. You can take out fabricators from across the map. To now have double the ammo essentially from 1 to 2, it's incredible. Heavy machine gun, highest fire rate. Oh, that is so great. The highest fire rate mode reduced from 1,200 RPM to more moderate. Oh, so they nerfed it. Uh, Not a fan of it. Reason why is that gun can melt a lot of things if you put on 1,200. So if you can just crouch with the armor and just control that recoil for a second, you're pretty much golden to take out anything. Patriot exosuits. Rocket will not penetrate armor, only on direct hit. Was that a bug? It says it will now penetrate armor only on a direct hit. Maybe the AoE was hitting it? I'm not honestly sure. But I mean, other than that, we have a lot and a lot and a lot of fixes here. Balancing adjustments have been made too. Charger's normal melee now does less damage against exosuits, so maybe it won't one-shot. Battle Spear or Nursing Spear do less damage with their puke. Oh, thank the heavens, guys. No more one-shots? To the Battle Spear spam? Maybe. We'll have to know. I haven't tried out any of these changes yet, by the way, guys, so I'm eager to find out. The Battle Titan can no longer be stunned. Oh no, by EMS grenades. If you guys don't know, Battle Titans can be stunned by EMS grenades or stun grenades. Shriekers no longer create bug breaches. They could create bug breaches? If you guys have seen that, let me know down in the comments because I've never seen that before. Okay, and Shriekers hit you while you were dead now do significantly less damage. Thank the heavens, guys. That was my only complaint with the Shriekers. Like, whenever you'd kill a Shrieker and it would fall on the Bile Titan, it would just absolutely destroy it so that you know that if it fell on you, you were dead instantly too. Significantly less damage? Maybe we survive. Or maybe they just made it so that the Bile Titan survived and will die. Who knows? Okay, now I was going to skip this part, but it seemed relatively interesting. Helldiver. Balancing adjustments have been made to heavy and medium armor protects better, and you take about 10% less damage than before while wearing heavy and about 5% less when wearing medium armor. Fortified Commando and Light is unchanged. So they're just making heavy and medium armor more valuable, worth taking. 10% less damage with heavy, 5% less with medium. I think those values should definitely be increased a little bit more. But I've already tried heavy armor with like the ballistic shield, for example, and that's pretty strong. Now, I did see the mention of ballistic shield briefly over here. And we'll just skip over here. Ballistic shield changes. Collision mesh has been slightly increased in size for more forgiveness. Oh, so that means you're gonna block more hits. They made it slightly bigger. Technically, the hitbox for the shield. Okay. Change shield poses so that less of the Helldiver is exposed. Oh, nice. I'm trying these changes out right away. Address bug where parts of the Helldiver would become vulnerable while using the shield in first person. Yes, that was a terrible bug. It was a T-posing bug, and if you use the shield while aiming at first person view, and you reloaded, or you picked anything up, or you grabbed the sample, you would be stuck T-posing. I hope that they fix that. I will know very shortly. Let's see. I'll read over a few of these other ones, but as you can see, the rest is pretty lengthy and is mostly just bug fixes. So I'm just gonna look through, see if there's any notes. Helldiver to Exosuit both had a bug that made them sometimes take explosion damage multiple times, making things like automaton rockets be too deadly. This is now fixed. Oh, so you would die. So you take the same damage twice. So you would die in it from one rocket. Okay. That actually makes sense. Improve the system that prevents helipod steering close to larger important objects. So you can now use your helipod more. These are some really good fixes right here. And they've been on the ball with these fixes nonstop for multiple patches in a row. these devs are really going to get somewhere with how much they are actually helping and catering towards the community. And not to mention, we have all of these fixes down here. So if you want to go ahead and read those as well, you can go ahead and pause. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and end the patch note review here. This has been a phenomenal patch, and this has been a longer video, but I think it's worth it. We should spend a little bit more time just because of how much great quality stuff is in here. Only one weapon nerf as far as I can tell. The arc thrower a little bit in there, but generally overwhelming buffs to pretty much a lot of things that needed it. Now let's see if they'll do something about the Liberator. Ever since the sickle came out, it completely replaced it with every stat. Other than that, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed, got some information. Let me know a little about what you guys think about the changes in the comments, like the like the level cap change, the anti-material rifle 30% increase, the fire damage. Phenomenal stuff. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and you all have a great day. Bye for now.